What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? We'll get it started in a little bit. I just want to jump on and make sure everything is okay first before we dive into anything. Monetization, we got to have that on. And also, everything's good on YouTube, everything's good on Twitter, I think. We got 7 people that are watching. Thank you guys for watching on Twitter. We have one person, it says, that's watching on YouTube, but we have a bunch of different comments, so I would imagine that's going to update at some point. But we do have 55 people that are watching on YouTube. It tends to take a while to update. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to sign up for Margex, I'll put my referral link down below so you could start trading, like actively trading and doing something with leverage. Trade with Margex. Yeah, so go ahead and click that link if you guys want to start trading with Margex. It's really simple to set up, and you can trade up to 100x leverage on your trades. I do want to also put a poll there. All right. I think we're good. I think we're good everywhere. We got 7 people that are watching on Rumble. Thank you guys for watching here. Kronos is making a move. We'll have to go into that because I haven't taken a look at it at all today. But I definitely have been looking at Mover, which I'll say that's Moon River. So we'll go ahead and look at that as well, and I'll talk about that position. How about Grok? We'll look at Grok as well. I haven't taken a look at Grok this morning either. So give me a little bit, and we'll dive into all of that stuff. So currently within the market, make sure you guys hit that like button as I'm going through some things. Currently within the market, let's just go back and then we'll go forward as we're looking at things. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. All right, so we're looking at the market. It's currently at a $1.67 trillion market cap. I think we are firmly in, this, like, not to say we're fully in altcoin season, but we're approaching it. We're like right on the cusp. We're right there to where we will see the dominance kind of pull away from Bitcoin, and we're going to see a lot of that flow into other coins. And we're seeing that things like Ethereum maybe making moves, or things like BNB making moves, XRP, Cardano, Avalanche. So overall, if we look at everything, right, Solana is up to $112. I invested in 10 at a level of $65 or $66, and it was not a mistake. While I probably should have invested earlier, I could tell you I didn't have money to invest earlier, so I invested at the time frame that I thought I should have invested. Now, I did come into some money beforehand, and I put that money into XRP, which I probably should have put that money into Solana. But I still like the fact that I have XRP for the long term, and I would have invested into more during this time. So instead of buying Solana, where I bought Solana at $66, if I bought Solana earlier at like 20 something dollars, and then bought XRP, at the level that I bought Solana, or the time frame that I bought Solana, it would have been a better outcome, honestly. But Solana is up by 16%. I believe that got all the way up to resisting at like $120, which is phenomenal to see. Also, BNB is slightly up. We're seeing XRP that's slightly up on the day. Cardano that's up for 1.4%. Avalanche that's up 5%. That has been making moves as well. Polygon slightly down. Chainlink. Let's actually look at ones that are moving the most within the top 100. You're going to see Mina that's moving the most at 28% or 29%. Solana, again, 16%. Thorchain is at 22%. Polkadot, Near, EGLD, Celestia, $13.70. Optimism, OP, is up by 10% as well, or 11%. Ordi has been up as well. So things are making some moves outside of just Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like, things are making moves. And one that I wanted to call out was a play that I made in my Kraken portfolio. It seems like the Kraken portfolio is making all these moves for me, because I wish I would have invested more into Moon River, but I didn't. But Moon River made a move, so I wanted to look at where it is. It currently is sitting at $37. It went from a value of $6 all the way up to this high of like $37 or $40, which we can get into in CoinMarketCap. But my total value is at $74.97, where I invested, I believe I invested a little bit, and then I invested a little bit more. I invested in $5 and I bought $12 more, because I honestly didn't remember that I had it. Sorry. I didn't remember that I had it, and ended up buying $12 of it because it was at a low level, and I wanted to, invest, like take some money out of something else and put it into another play, and I didn't realize it. So I bought 2 more, having a total of 3.2. I did just recently sell 1.2 at $30, and now I'm still sitting with $75 left in the balance. So not only did it go from a value of $17 that I invested all the way up to a value over $100, realized and unrealized gain. We see this, that can go a lot further than where it is, with a low supply that it does have, and sitting at a $326 million market cap. This made a move. And that's why I love this Kraken portfolio, which is currently standing at $1,374. I invested $500 into this. I invested $500 into this and bought 100, not random projects, but the lowest projects that were on Kraken. And it turned into 1,374. 97%, it might even be higher than that now. 97% of these positions are positive. Like, you can't do any better than that. This shows how bullish the crypto market really is. And if you invest in the right areas, like, you don't technically have to invest everything to be a winner. It's just some winners are more winners than others. You know what I mean? So, Mover definitely, or Moon River definitely moved quite a bit, because it's definitely a mover, right? But let's look at the highest point that I did get to today, which was around 40 something cents, 42, 43 cents, approaching that 44, sorry, not cents, $43, or closing in on that $44 mark, or a $328 million market cap, and overall in volume about $1 billion that has flowed into this. $1 billion. It's crazy. Into a play that I invested, at a really, really low point. So we have 135 people here. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, please do so. It does help out. Let's go ahead and check out Jasmine and talk about Jasmine really quick before we get into like everything else people are saying in the chats, because I know there's probably chats coming through on Twitter, as well as chats that are coming through. Whoa, Joey Rez, thank you for the Christmas gift, the $20 super chat. I appreciate that a lot. Merry Christmas to you as well. I appreciate the $20 donation over on Rumble. Oh, Cronus, not Kronos. Oh, I don't know. I haven't checked it out. We'll have to check it out. But Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas to, if you celebrate it. But, Merry Christmas to you too as well, Brian. Because I probably won't be live tomorrow. I probably won't post anything tomorrow because of the fact that, we're going to be, doing Christmas and whatnot, and be everywhere. So this, I guess, has to be the Christmas special, or maybe something might happen. You never know. 31 people that are watching right now on Rumble. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you can. I think there's 3 likes right now. There's 31 people that are there. There's 138 people that are over here on YouTube. Feel free to hit that like button as well. And there's 8 people that are watching on X. But if you look at Jasmine Coin, it's currently sitting at 65, 66% of a penny. It did increase to about 71, breaking that barrier of 70. Breaking that barrier of 70 cents, and currently, or 70% of a penny, and now at 71% of a penny. So currently sitting at 65 or 66% of a penny. If we go over here and look at my my Coinbase portfolio, I'm currently up $2,526 on my Jasmine position, and it's sitting at 6,590. I'm not even thinking about selling here. I am going to have a Jasmine video that comes out later today, but it's great to see that movement. Now, I wanted to look into something else, but I can't remember what I wanted to look into. I also wanted to tell people about the XRP that I just bought, because I bought more XRP. I ended up buying another $1,000 worth of XRP, and my plans have changed. I'm putting out a video later today to talk about the plans. Wow, you have Sponge that's getting like some traction over here. I saw Claybro put out a video about Sponge meme and what's happening there. What's your dollar cost average strategy when prices are going up? So typically I like to do all of my buying during the lows, but I will find something that's maybe newer, something that's a lower market cap, something that's just starting. And if it finds a way to get on an exchange like Kraken or something, that's where I'll invest lower. But it depends, right? If you see more potential within it, you kind of treat it like it's an ETF. So I think any of the ones that are in the top, 10, you can probably do that by treating it more like an ETF, to where you are averaging into the position, because things like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana and BNB, and as you see them at all-time highs, yes, it will suck if it gets to all-time highs and you end up. 7311 donated $2. Give me a second.
What is your DCA strategy when prices are going up?
Yeah, so typically with all these positions that are in like the top 10, like XRP, Solana, Bitcoin or Ethereum, you can see so much more success and so much more growth within them. No matter where they are, you can still see further growth. So that's where I kind of invest a lot of my money and want to put those into some plays that I kind of consider the same way I would look at it with like an ETF. Because if I'm in the stock market and I'm actively trading some growth stocks and all that stuff, I throw money into dividend investing, because no matter what price that's at, you see that consistency throughout the years. So that's kind of what I do with crypto as well, and what I plan to do with crypto after all of the the mortgage, the student loans, and all these other things get paid off. That's really going to be the strategy. So it really all depends. I know there are people that got out, so then they're looking for a way back in to see things thrive. But I wouldn't say that you're too late. You just have to kind of accept that you may not have as much of a mover as other people, or as much of a gain as other people. I mean, unless you're investing in the same amount that people do have, it's just you're not investing as little money as they did to gain so much money. You're not putting in a small amount of risk to have this large outcome. You're putting in a larger amount of risk as you wait to get into a play. So honestly, it's totally up to you. I am freezing down here. It is so cold. It is always freezing down here, and it's because it's the basement. I need to stop putting like offices and things in the basement, but it's the easiest way to not have any like kids run by or anything. If we had like a certain room, I used to have my office upstairs. But then kids were born, and that's not a thing anymore. I don't have any space. What's goody, Matt? What's going on? Good morning, Matt, and Merry Christmas. Good morning to you, and Merry Christmas to you too. Bought XRP back in 2014. Yeah, that's definitely a steal. I wish I was into crypto back then, but wishing is not gonna bring me back to the past, um, and help me invest in the past, because I don't even know if I had a. I mean, I did have money in 2014, but I wasn't really heavily investing, especially into cryptocurrency. Let's make that money. Yep, we're ready to do it. I have a 60 mover. I regret not buying more. I mean, you're still up quite a bit on your 60 mover. I had two, and I was able to gain so much out of it. But I'm glad that you bought 60 mover at $6. Okay, yeah, that's really low. I can't tell you exactly where I bought mine, but I'm pretty sure like I bought it really really low. But I only spent like $5 on it, but I wanted to gain or grab more. I think I needed to spend a certain amount in order to actually put a transaction through. So there were some transactions where I had to do $12 or so, and other transactions where I could do just $5. And since the price was so low, you have to buy a certain amount. Or sorry, the price was so high compared to the market cap being so low. You had to buy like a certain amount on Kraken. But yeah, I was excited, seeing that move today, because I went into Kraken and I was like, wait, why am I up to $1,300? I went from 1,200, just getting to 1,200, to getting to 1,300, and now almost breaking 1,400 within my Kraken portfolio. Um, Honestly, it's crazy to me to see that, right? And to see this growth. Yes, it says 1,200. Once we get to this point, we'll be able to see exactly what that gain is. But the gain is closing in on $1,000, almost tripling the amount that we invested from the beginning, which was $500. So yeah, grateful either way. I mean, you saw the opportunity. Other people didn't see the opportunity. Did you research it beforehand and you saw the opportunity, or was it something where it was like a random play that you were like, oh, this is at a low market cap, let me get into this? What's your feeling on Quant and its potential? I like Quant. I just for me, I regret not getting into it at, or get being able to make that move into it at $46, because I was gonna buy a lot of Quant at $46, and I had a somebody talk me out of it. And when they talked me out of it, it ended up increasing to 80, and I was like, I'm not getting into this from here. I wanted to buy a certain amount and then take a certain amount of profit at a certain level, and then after that, leave the rest in there. So I like Quant. I like the low supply. I like what it's all about. I can't complain at all. I like the growth that it did have in the past, and the amount of growth potential it should have now. Not only looking at that, but also a lot further than that, because I believe it was at like a $300 or $400 price point. That's not coming up. There we go. Currently sitting at $115.69. And if we look at the highest level that this has been, yeah, a $428 price point, which was 2021 in September 11th, 2021. You saw that this was at a $428 price point. At that point, I was holding on to two Quant. And I was holding on to two Quant for a very, very long time, with an average of like $100. And I wanted to lower my cost basis a lot by adding in, I think it was going to be like a good two to $5,000 at that point. I believe that's what it was going to be. But I wanted to like throw a lot into one play that I felt like was going to be a big mover, and literally a day after it explodes, into not even a day after. I think it might have been a few hours or something like that. But it ended up increasing and going to a way higher level. And I was like, I should have followed my gut. It was my gut that was going to make that move. But yeah, I see this definitely hitting those levels. And when we look at overall, let's actually look at all history and we look at the market cap. We've seen this at a $4 billion market cap. I definitely see this way past that. And again, when you see a bull run, typically people say you look at the all-time high and then you multiply it by 2 or 3x, and that's where you're going to see the new all-time high. I think crypto is a different story. We can look at that and use that as kind of our gauge to gain something, but then also see what the future can be further than that, because it's not what you typically see in regular markets, right? You're going to see movement like no other bull run, like no other market that you're a part of. So set yourself up for success, being able to take profit at certain levels, and also set yourself up with a bag so that you can hold on to it just in case it becomes, what Bitcoin, has become. Not saying it will be at that level of $1 trillion market cap, but you honestly never know where it could be and where it will be. No one really knows the full potential, but we can speculate. So we got 198 people here, guys, or 197 people. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I got 110 likes, so I appreciate you guys for doing that. Also, if you guys want to start trading with Margex, there's a link to Margex in the chat where you can trade up to 100x leverage, and it's a really, really good platform that you can use to dynamically, update your charts. So if my charts right here, which it looks like a larger screen for me or kind of cluttered because I have it all together. I usually use my Margex over on this screen, which gives me a better look to it. But in order for everyone to see it and for me to be able to see it from here, I have to kind of shrink everything down or bring everything to a bigger scale. But either way, you can dynamically update everything. So if you wanted to trade, let's say BTC on leverage, you can use BTC on leverage, but then you can also go over here and say, I want to trade XRP at 50x leverage, and you could trade at 50x leverage if you want to. It's very simple, and you have all the indicators and everything that you put to dynamically update. They are a partner with the channel, so if you want to use my referral link, it does give me a kickback, and I appreciate that quite a bit. As well. But if you're comfortable with trading, you can trade as little as $10 if you want and trade up to 100x leverage. You can trade $100 and trade up to 100x leverage, and you don't lose if if you decide to let it all play out and just either win or lose and not accept a stop loss or anything. You only lose what you put in. So if you put in $100, you get fully liquidated. They take out $100. That's how that works. And I made sure I tested that out for you a while ago. No, I didn't try and test it out. I thought I put in a stop loss, and I didn't actually put in the stop loss. And I got liquidated, even though it got very close to where my price target was. The price target was in there, but the stop loss wasn't in there. So it got close to where my price target was, but not actually at the price target, and then dropped, all the way down. And or technically it was the opposite way. I shorted the position. So you can short and you can buy in here if you want to. So you can play both sides if you want. Definitely check that link out in the chat. Hey Matt, what about XRP? I threw $100 as it is so cheap. What about XRP or XPR? Is that what you're saying? Is it like an opposite thing? XPR. Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's not it. I put 3XPR. XPR, not XRP. So XPR network? Give me a second. Let me take a look at it first. Are you saying XRP or are you saying XPR? Because you're saying it's so cheap. It's at 0.001 and you're seeing 27 or 24 million supply. It is at a $27 million market cap, if you're talking about this position. Then you're also seeing $1.3 million worth of volume. Let's see what markets is available. So KuCoin, Gate.io. You have tier 1 exchanges. You have some tier 2 exchanges as well. 18 places to purchase it. So it looks like it could have the popularity. Obviously, you would want to see more tier 1 and S tier exchanges, but you do have a number of exchanges to show you the growth potential. I couldn't purchase it if I wanted to, because I don't have any platforms to do so, I don't believe. I can't use KuCoin. I'm not sure about BingX, Gate.io. I guess I can use Uniswap if I want, but I honestly don't think that it's worth going through Uniswap. But yeah, 5% volume to market cap ratio. I don't know what the contract really looks like and how that really breaks down, but with being on exchanges, it shows a higher level of security. So yeah, I mean, it is cheap, and it does, it is something that you would play. Maybe it would be a little bit of a risk, because do I know what it is? Do you know what it is? Probably not. It's probably more of just a play that it is cheap. So you're taking on a little bit of a risk. I wouldn't say put all of your eggs in that basket, but it could come out, on top and give you some positivity. So that's a good thing. But when it comes to XRP, I'm very, very bullish on XRP. I'm actually getting to a point where I'm kind of going to spoil this video earlier for 9 o'clock. I'm getting to a point where I am going to invest a boatload of money into XRP. I consistently invest more and more money into XRP because everybody has their top play. And I feel like you have your top play, whether you're a Bitcoin fan or Ethereum fan, or you like BNB or something like that, right? Or Solana. You're heavily invested to something. It could even be AVAX. And I feel like everyone needs their play. And a lot of ones that I'm focused on, I'm not heavily invested into XRP, but I look at XRP as a major play. So I recently bought more XRP, and I'm going to consistently buy more XRP, even if it gets over 20,000 that I hold, 40, 50,000 that I hold, it doesn't matter. I'm going to consistently invest in XRP and kind of put a lot of eggs into that basket because I do believe in where XRP can go. And I want to see that we're playing it out for the long term. So this is my major play, right? This is my major play that's going to be, not saying because a lot of positions that I'm in are kind of speculative positions, whether they're going to run or not, right? You have Jasmine, which I believe is going to run, but it's not like a major popular play for everybody. I have Krillcoin, I have Farm, I have popular plays like Shiba Inu or Grok or the Terra Luna Classic, but none of them are like the top 10 plays. I did have a ton into Ethereum. It was like $8,000 or $9,000 before I had to sell at that point. And I was going to go ham or heavy on Ethereum at that level. And I bought $1,000 worth, and it would be worth, I had $8,000 at a value of at a price of 1,400. It would be at a lot higher right now because 1,300. So, honestly, I would have loved to have kept that in there because it would be worth tens of thousands of dollars right now. And I probably would have been very heavy on Ethereum and continued with the process of Ethereum. But there was that thought process that maybe I should switch over to supporting heavily Solana and making Solana as my major choice. I didn't end up doing that. But I have 10 Solana. So XRP is going to be my major play that I think is going to be worth a lot. I have a strong feeling about this, transaction wise, bank wise, cross-border payment wise, just everything. Merry Xmas, Matt. I'm currently bullish on Jasmine. I'll let the thing read it, and then I'll get into it. I'll get into whatever you want to talk about there. But before that someone talked about Lucky. You haven't done a video on Lucky in a while. Still holding? Yep, still holding my Lucky. I don't plan on doing videos every single day. Like when I work with them, I want to treat it as if it is like a more of a like a marketing like partnership in a way. Like you want to see them do a ton of the work. You don't want all of the attention coming from kind of a YouTube channel. You don't want all of the attention coming from one person. You want the attention building up based on what they're doing.
Hot Rod donated £5 through Super Chat. Merry Xmas, Matt. I'm currently bullish on Jasmine, hold over 100k in Jascoin. The aim is 500k 1 mil, investing £400 to 500 British pounds a week. Think I'll reach it?
So Jasmine coin aimed for 500K to a million, investing 400 to 500 a week. Do I think you'll reach it? Well, as we get into the beginning of the year, if we see things that absolutely explode for like Jasmine coin, either way, I think you'll find a way to reach it. If you're at 100K right now, you know, it may take you, 5 weeks or 4 weeks to get to that point. If you have 100K right now and you invest 400 to 500, pounds per week, that's more than the dollar, which basically, I don't know exactly how much that would be, but it'd be close to 100,000 every single week that you would gain 100,000 Jasmine every single week. So it would take somewhere around 4 weeks to get you to 500K. So I think you can make it, but, hopefully you're not throwing all of your investment money directly into just that. I think there are a lot of plays that are out there as well that people should be a part of, but Jasmine is definitely one. If you have a goal in mind, try and obtain that goal. Just like I'm trying to go with XRP and gain or have 50,000 or 100,000 or something like that. Like those are the goals. You have to shoot for those goals. And the best way you can get there, is by, aggressively attacking it, especially in the beginning. So yeah, I think you can make it. Matt, when's a dollar CRO? I think a dollar CRO is a standard level. I know some people will say that a dollar is like the high level and that's what they're pushing for. But a dollar CRO, it got to like 95 cents before. And, it's going to get to that point, if not 2 or 3x over that. I believe in CRO a lot further than where it is. So when do I see a dollar CRO? Probably somewhere, I would say we're going to see a major impact. Let's take a guess and say it's going to be the end of the first quarter. We're going to see a major impact within the first quarter because literally everything I believe is going to fly. But then as we approach the second quarter, we'll see things really push. And I know that we'll have some sort of a pullback before the halving, during, and then a little bit after we might see a major push. I would like to do a full analysis on exactly what will happen at those points. I know history has shown that things don't increase until like a certain period in time after the halving. It's kind of like where, and I know people don't like this analogy where I use sneakers all the time, but sneakers have a certain value. And if somebody burns their sneakers, you're not going to see that price like increase, let's say right away. You're going to see that the price of the sneakers that are available end up increasing over time because, they are more scarce. They're not going to increase right away, but the ceiling does increase. Does that make sense? Hopefully that does. And I know it's not the same because the halving is kind of cutting rewards in half, but it's it's making things scarce, right? So for people that are mining, it makes things scarce for them. So it's kind of at the same level. Last cycle I had gas transaction of almost $800. Nah, not doing that this time. Yeah, I had the last bull run, or when things were really, really moving, even to the downside, as you saw transactions that were coming out on Ethereum, there was a time where I was trying to send $900 to my wallet or to Coinbase, and I was like, I just need to move this, and that was a time where I just had kind of, not saying endless money, but I had a lot of money to throw around into cryptocurrency if I wanted to, which we chose to throw it around into like fast food restaurants and stuff, honestly. And that just sucked. But as you're going through, taking care of kids, you want quick meals. So we went to like the grocery store and getting like rotisserie chickens and all this stuff. That was a little bit more expensive because it's already prepared, but that's neither here nor there. The point is that I tried to send $900 and the gas fee was $950. I was like, it's going to cost me more to send it than what I'm actually sending. I'm like, how does that even make sense? So I don't want to make that mistake either, but I mean, you have things that are on Ethereum, and when things do run, it's going to cost you a lot. So this is why I really want Grok to, one, move a lot more right now, so that so that we have that conversation on getting on exchanges. Because once it gets on another exchange like Kraken or something, I'm moving it there, and we will do the math if we have to. But I have to move it off of my MetaMask. I just don't want it on the Ethereum network directly. I want to be able to sell it for a cheaper price and not having a $900 fee when Ethereum really starts moving. XRP, I have 400. You have 400,000 coins, and XPR is very similar if you look at the website. It has good partnerships already. So 100,000 for $100 was a bargain. Oh, you have 100,000. Oh, you're saying that you have 400,000 XPR, not 400,000 XRP. That confused me, man. That confused me. Bounces up over 300% this month. I should have put money into that. So when Bounce first got introduced on Coinbase, I talked about how that has so much potential to bounce. And during the bear market, I had roughly somewhere around $1,000 some odd dollars into that. That would be worth so much more right now. So much more right now. I also had OMG, and I saw that have the ability to get up to a level of $20 or so, and that can possibly take off. There's so many different opportunities that I had to kind of sell, the lower end opportunities that I had to sell because they were a lower part of my portfolio, and it sucked. I wish that I had some sort of other revenue stream so that I didn't have to get rid of them, because my portfolio wouldn't be just at 50 or 60,000 right now. It would be at a level of probably 100 or 200,000 with a lot of the movement that we have seen, because I would have had my Ethereum stay there, which would have been probably somewhere between 10 and 20,000. I would have had my bounce, which would have been worth somewhere around 6,000 or 7,000, I think, maybe a little bit more. I would have had Anchor at the lower levels, which I did buy more Anchor now that I have a little bit of something. But yeah, it's something that pissed me off, where I had to give up something, but I still wanted to have plays in there. I still wanted to have, and maybe I should have taken some of the gains from Terra Luna Classic and threw it in on other plays that I truly did believe in. Even Compound, I feel like Compound's going to be a big player. I feel like Atom is going to be a big player. I do have more Atom than I had in the bear market, which is good. CRO, I have more CRO than I had in the bear market. I didn't let go of any of that. I just added more because the APY. So it honestly sucked. Hey Matt, the SEC appeal.
Lord Charizard 14 donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Can you do a review on Yotoshi?
Yotoshi, it depends what the market cap is. If it's too low, then no. Just because it's going to have a major impact to it. But typically I do a lot of reviews. If we want reviews, it's better to get the reviews honestly on Patreon, because then if you want a specific review just to kind of tell you what the position is and what I believe the potential is, it's better to get that kind of at a one-on-one stage. Because what happens within the crypto market is a lot of times they will either use that review for their marketing push to say whether this has something positive or not. And it's a problem because I didn't authorize that. But since it's out there, it's public, they can do with whatever they want with it. But if they put it on YouTube, I will flag it as a copyright. But the point is, they can put it on any platform that they want to. I can eventually, sue them for using it, but they could do it. And that'll be a problem. So I've had that happen multiple times on Twitter where people have used my reviews that had any type of positivity in it. They cut out all the negativity and just focused on what the positive stuff was, and then put that out on Twitter. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, you know, people are going to say this, right? They're like, hey, Matt, I didn't know you were pushing this position. And I'm like, I'm not. I was just reviewing it. So let me quickly, check it out and give it a look. I don't see anything that comes up on CoinMarketCap. Is that a position on the Solana chain? Thank you for the super chat. Oh, that's your 5th super chat. Hopefully it's not something that's on the Solana chain, because that dropped a lot. It went up to like $500 and then dropped down to $5. Hopefully that's not the case. So is it the one that's currently at a liquidity of $0? $0.46, which looks like it's a rug pull? Or is it currently at a different... You said it's the first Caspa? I saw it pump hard yesterday. Yeah, I don't know what this position is, but if it's Yotoshi on Sol, it looks like a $5 price point, and it got all the way up to $500, and it's dropped down and has zero liquidity, which is not good. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. You might be right. I might be looking at the wrong one. I don't know. But that's why I didn't want to bring it up on the screen and then, see that it's fully pulling back. Matt, can you help me out on whether I had another question that I was going to answer. I'll have to come back to you, Ahmad. I'll have to come back to you because I had another question I was going to answer. It was literally in the middle of about to read it, which the SEC appeal also aimed at the fact that XRP is seen as a security for retail investors, or is it only about the institutional money? So right now, it's not about whether XRP is considered a security anymore. Honestly, most charges have been dropped, so it honestly isn't really about anything. It seems like it's just about a final decision, because XRP is labeled as not a security. That was the judgment, and that's why XRP is now on Kraken again. That's why XRP is back on Coinbase again. And then you also have the charges dropped from the CEO and the chairman. So literally you have like kind of everything out the window, and all you have is just what the final decision will be, which is like how you end up settling on this money wise. That's basically what it is. So that's what I'll say. It's not necessarily like there's nothing to it. It's all about who's going to pay money for a settlement and who's not going to pay money for a settlement, who's paying what fees, basically, lawyer fees and all of that. And then also, if XRP ends up agreeing on things like maybe burning the entire escrow, stopping the dilution process, like I don't know, right? You never know what's going to be the case. They could be ordered to pay $20 million. They could be ordered to pay nothing, or even more than that. So we'll see. I don't know why, if there's no, like, if the final judgment leans in Ripple's favor, it's like, why would they have to pay anything? Because the SEC needs to cover their costs. Will you stay holding 1 million Jasmy, or are you thinking of accumulating more before the rally, Q1 2024 lockup period? I'm not looking to accumulate anymore. I'm still going to hold 1 million. 1 million is my level. I invested at 40% of a penny, and it's currently at 65% of a penny. It went up to 72% of a penny. So that's what I'll say, is that I believe that, sorry, for some reason I got confused because I looked at XRP. I believe that I will have 1 million Jasmine coin and hold 1 million Jasmine coin. Now, by the time that it does, let's say, increase to a level of $1, I won't have 1 million Jasmine coin. I'll probably have a lot lower, maybe somewhere around 500,000. But during that time period, as it is running, I will make sells and, take some profit and go from there. I converted XRP to Sol last month. Best move I've ever made in crypto. Once Matt pointed out XRP dilution rate, I had come at a come to Jesus meeting. God bless us all. So that's fantastic if you made a move into Sol and it jumped up, basically tripled or something. Because I put in money at $65, $66. And yeah, it has basically doubled from that point. Obviously, it's come down since the highest point, but it's basically doubled since that point. So I'm really excited about that. Now, with my XRP, I'm going to continue to invest into it because we haven't seen that blow up yet. And I believe we will see that, and we'll see that at an aggressive rate. And I can't wait until we do see it. So I want XRP to be my major play, and I'm going to consistently invest into it. I think I'm coming into maybe a little bit more money, and I'm either going to put money into my dividend portfolio. I want to put $1,000 into my dividend portfolio, or I want to throw another $1,000 into XRP. So we'll see kind of what happens there and what I end up doing. But I would love to consistently invest into this play below a level of $1. I'm not so sure that I won't make a move above a level of $1. I want to invest a lot into XRP. I want to believe in what they are going to be. And I can't wait for them to be that, But that's just my opinion. That's where I want to stand. While other people may be heavier on Solana or heavier on AVAX or heavier on ADA, I have all of those plays, but I'm not going to be the heaviest in any of those plays. My heaviest position is going to be XRP. So literally, if I must say it again, I'm going all in on XRP. Can you answer my question, please? Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into. Thank you for pointing that out. Matt, can you help me out on whether I should invest in Shib or XRP? I only have a choice between those. What's your opinion? So I would say I like what the ecosystem dev team is doing for Shib. I like the fact that they are burning. I haven't checked Shib burn. I want to see what the level is that they have, because the burn rate is down. It's down to about 1 million, but we did burn 8.4 billion, about 24 hours ago or something, over 24 hours. But basically yesterday you burned 8.4 billion. And I like what they're doing because it seems like they're generating a lot within this pool. So let me see where it's at now. It seems like they're generating a lot within this pool, and it's consistently generating a ton. And they're trying to, sell it to burn Shib, but it's not a consistent process. It's not a sustainable process, I would say, because that process is you have to sell a position that you truly believe in. The ecosystem dev team believes in Bone and wants to believe in Bone, and they're decreasing Bone to burn Shib. So it's not going to be something that is sustainable for them, meaning that they're only going to burn at a rate where Bone is positive. And if it's not positive, then you're not going to see that burn. So I think Shiba Inu still has a lot of potential with the growth from where it is right now, even seeing it up to levels of all-time highs or even further. You're looking at multiple X returns. But me personally, if we're talking about me, and I'm not going to tell you what to do, but me personally, if I had a choice, which I usually do, between investing in Shib or investing in XRP, as far as what I've explained today, I would just invest more into XRP. I'm going to consistently invest in XRP because that is my plan. Does that mean that has to be your plan? No. There may be so much more short-term upside for you in Shib, and then you could possibly throw some of those gains into XRP if we see that happen. Now, we've seen a lot of burns lately, so it could be the case. So I don't want to sit here and tell you
Zoned
exactly what to
donated
buy.
$2 through Super Chat. I am bullish on Yoto Kaspa and LCX.
Well, that's great that you're bullish on those. LCX, but you said Yodo, Caspa, and LCX. So I'm bullish on Caspa as well. I haven't actually checked Caspa in a while. So let's look at where Caspa is. Hopefully it's moving quite a bit. Hopefully it's back up to like 13 cents. It's at 10, almost 11 cents. Either way, I think I'm close to my cost basis because I invested at various points, but my average cost basis is like 11, like higher 11 up to 12 cents. So yeah, I need to, I have what, 10,000, 5,000 or 10,000 Caspa in my Uphold account. And as soon as that becomes available in Coinbase, I'll probably transfer it over to Coinbase. As soon as it does. I don't know how much it costs to get it out of there, but I'm currently at $1,116, up $21 in the last 24 hours. No. Overall, does it tell me how much I'm up overall? All history. So I guess I am up on my play. What's my cost basis then? I'm up $21. My cost basis is 11.59, 11.59 cents. If that's the average price. Yeah, if that's the average price, then I should be down. But the overall position is up by 2%. So it's not giving me what my position is up. It's just giving me what the position is up overall. Yeah, which is, well, if you look at the same history, it's, if I change the history from 1 year or from 1 hour to 1 day to 1 week to 1 month to 1 year, it still keeps it at $21 of a gain. I don't understand that. I should be down on this play based on my average. So I don't think Uphold is calculating that correctly. But either way, I'm up to $1,116, $1,112 and 86 cents. So yeah. ADA moves faster than XRP for now. I would do Cardano and flip over. Yeah, whatever you feel is better. You're talking about Mover or Moon River. Yeah, I invested into that in my Kraken portfolio. I know a lot of people are looking at that now and they're like, what's going on? But yeah, I invested into that in my Kraken portfolio, currently sitting at $36.93 of a price. I have $73.72 and I only have 2. I did have, I think, 3 point something, but I ended up selling $30 worth and made my initial investment back. This was my portfolio that I only invested in $5 worth of a play. Sorry, I invested $500 in each play I invested $5 into, and Moon River went up to a ridiculous level. So I'm happy with that play. I'm happy with what I invested. The SEC can still win its appeal after all. No, not that I know of. They were denied an appeal to XRP being labeled a security or not. They were denied that appeal there, so that was a win. But I believe they could still appeal at certain levels as long as you have a judgment. If they have a settlement, they can't appeal a settlement, like they settled. Now we don't know if we're going to have that settlement. The actual final judgment is in April, which is ironically where the Bitcoin halving is. So if we see any type of negativity, you also see that affect the Bitcoin halving, which it seems like they're just trying to affect every single positive thing that we have coming for us. Don't know the source of an article and it makes me wonder if they want to know all the ones that become rich off of it. What are we talking about here? You see um, Crypto Hawk reading an article saying a court trying to get all the U.S. exchanges to give all the names of people that traded XRP now makes me wonder the flip of the switch thing. What do you mean? Matt, can we get your thoughts on Moon River? Can I get your thoughts, my thoughts on Moon River? Honestly, I invested into it because it was just a low market cap play, right? In this portfolio, I invested into a lot of things that were at a low market cap because they had the potential of getting to a higher level being on a major exchange. I feel like when you're on tier one or S tier exchanges, you have so much potential to run. Now, the two S tier exchanges do like delist the most, right? So, well, Binance delists the most, but then you'll see Coinbase that does delist things. I just saw they delisted Silo, and I had to sell that position because I didn't want to go through a complicated situation where I send it somewhere else. But they're delisting that. So I like the play. I like the growth. I like the fact that it really grew up market cap wise, but we have to understand, where that peak point is for this position. So if I look at, let's see, Moon River. If I look at Moon River currently sitting at a $36 price point, it has increased quite a bit, and it's done what a lot of things have done in the past, where they increase and then they get to a certain high and then they start kind of stair stepping on the way down unless the market continues to trend upward. So the market right now is technically trending upward, but you're seeing this kind of resistance to create a lower high and maybe even create a lower low. And if it does, then you have a retracement point to where a lot of this will be filled, and you'll probably see this point as a major level. So for this and how much I've gained there, I want to take maybe a little bit more. At the $72 mark, I want to
Dark
take like
Sippy
$20
donated
more.
€5 through Super Chat. Check dollar Leslie token laughing face, laughing face.
Give me a second. I'll have to check it out. I want to take $20 or $25 and just go ahead and sell some of this position. Not because I don't truly believe in it. It's because I like to keep this portfolio to where I'm consistently investing more after I gain a lot within a position. Now, eventually something is going to run to like $500, and I most likely will take some of those things and again, throw it back into other positions that I truly believe in at the top of the market. But Moon River definitely was moving because it has a really, really low supply at 8.7 million. And it's on tier one exchanges, and it's on an S tier exchange. You see it on Binance. The majority of that movement won't happen on Kraken. It's happening on Binance. 56% of that volume is happening. 57% of that volume is happening. Actually, almost 58% is happening on Binance. And then you're seeing KuCoin and you're seeing Kraken. That's 1% of that volume, or 1.3% of that volume. So it's moving because it's a low market cap. It was a low market cap coin. It has a low volume. So any type of major impact to the volume does also push the price up. And you're seeing about $1 billion in volume that flows through this. So I currently have one. Does that mean that it's not going to run a lot further? No, I think it definitely has the ability to run a lot further. And if I can see this push up to a level where the one is worth $500, then this one that I have here, is worth over $500 at that point. So I haven't checked into what it is and why it will move up to here and the use case behind it. It was primarily just an investment based off of the fact that it was a low market cap. I don't even know what the market cap was, but I know it was nowhere near where it is right now. So if we look at the last month, we're going to see this from an $60 million market cap all the way up to this high here of about a $400 million market cap. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer. And you know what we're going to see as well? I think this is going to be the same case that you see with something like a krill coin. And I can't wait for that to happen. Because once that does happen, I have 10,000 krill. So that's what I believe is going to be the case. And krill did make like a 45% move at one point. They want to track all the people that has XRP, if the article is real. But why just XRP makes me wonder. Yeah, I don't know what article this is, but I mean, it doesn't sound super legit to me that they want to track all the people that hold XRP. Maybe because they want to hold with all the banks, they want to hold all the supply and control the supply of XRP. I just want them to, stop with the escrow, adding to the taking the escrow and adding to the current supply. Matt, so it would be a good play to keep my SHIB until it increases at, I hold 1.6 million SHIB, and then trade it for XRP, right? So that's totally up to you. Whatever your play is going to be, that's what you should do. That's what you should get into. So if your play is XRP, then yeah, you want to find a way to support XRP as much as possible. For me, my play will be XRP. So everything that I gain on, I will try to put more into XRP and believe in that position a lot more, in various places and various situations. So that's my strategy. I don't want anybody to just develop my strategy or take on my strategy. I see success within SHIB, and pushes way above where we are today, whether you're looking at a 3x or you're looking at a 10x, right? I see those levels that it can get to. So with that being said, if you're looking at that 10x and seeing it push up, to a level of, a $60 billion market cap or something of that nature, then you can take some of those gains and put those on, different plays that you truly believe in to make a major impact on the world, right? There's differences between ones that you're getting in to make an impact on your financial situation and other ones that are making an impact on the world. And if they're making an impact on the world, you want to find a way to be a part of those things. And I think I really want to be a part of XRP in the largest way possible. Brian, thank you for that super chat, that super sticker, or sorry, not super sticker. I want to say super chat, but it's a donation over on Rumble. Do you think Sol will take ETH's spot during the next bull run? No, I think ETH will be second in line, and I think Bitcoin may be third, and then Solana will be fourth, ADA second, ADA will be fifth, and then XRP will be first. That's the way that I see the lineup, but I know a lot of people will see, Solana taking over everything. They'll see ADA taking over everything. People just have their own opinions on things, and it's understandable. Everybody can have their own opinion. You can have an open discussion about it. It's nothing to where you're like, hey, you need to shut up over here for saying that Bitcoin's going to remain at the top. No, if you think Bitcoin's going to remain at the top, I would like to know your reasons why, But yeah, I don't think Sol will take ETH's spot. There is a potential chance that Sol might move more aggressively than ETH from the beginning, and you might see a flip. That does happen. But I think ETH will find a way to push back up and end up flipping, not only back to flipping Sol, but then also flipping Bitcoin. Um, so let's see where we stand. How do you feel in general about pre-sale tokens? Big opportunity or big waste of time? I think a lot of times they're big opportunities. If you look at a lot of the pre-sale tokens, especially nowadays where they have a different level of like pre-sales where it's like you can stake it and you can gain value as you know you're staking for a longer period of time. And then you also see the growth in the position itself and see that push up quite a bit because of the hype and attention it did have and the attention that it now has as being brand new. So I think pre-sales do wonders. And they've become more secure now where you get like all the different information for it and understand the security, understand what's being invested. You have a lot of security there. I'm not saying it's 100%, but it's also a bigger risk that you are playing because it has no history. It has no, you have no information to tell you whether the team is legit in everything that they're doing. So yeah, I think that it's not a waste of time. It's something where you have to, kind of tread lightly, right? It's something where you have to be careful with how much you're investing. Don't just throw, tens of thousands of dollars into pre-sale tokens and think that that's the only way that, anyone can make money is to be insanely early. It is great to be early, but there's a lot of plays out here that you can be a part of, real change within the crypto space, real change within the world that you want to heavily invest into. You can throw some money into pre-sales and turn that money into a lot more money, but then there's also that chance where it can turn into less money. And honestly, there's no level of research that can 100% guarantee you that something is not going to be it. So anytime I will bring a pre-sale or bring something to you, it's always to give you that understanding that there's a chance that this may not go the right way. But you have to be willing to take that chance. If you see everything that lines up, all the stars align, then make that move, But I don't think they're a waste of time as long as you look into it a little bit and give yourself the at least the bare minimum research, Is it Sally? I think you sent a super chat. I'm waiting for the super chat to come through text to speech. So we'll wait for like a second. Then also Ahmad, my camera shut off. My camera shut off here, which means that it's just getting hot down here. So I'll give it a few seconds and I'll turn it back on. Well, actually, we're about to get out of here. But Ahmad, thank you for the super chat there. I appreciate that. And if I could check out Gecko, just give it like a quick look.
Gisele donated $2 through super chat. Matt, what are your thoughts on Gecko, please?
And this is HQ, the one that's at an $84 million market cap. I feel like it's enough to show it, and I'm glad it is because my camera's not showing up. But currently we're looking at crypto.com exchange is the only place that is available on, which is technically a tier 1 exchange. You're only seeing $19,000 that's going on this. It just doesn't have enough volume compared to like what the market cap is. You're looking at an $84 million market cap with $173,000 worth of volume. It does not have enough volume here. Let me know if this is the right position. But yeah, we're looking at 41% of the supply that's out there. You have to understand that there's dilution within it. Seeing at 83 trillion, but I would say the volume is the biggest worry for me. Yeah, I mean, it's the weekend, so it's going to be a quick stream. And Erica has to go to the gym, so I want to make sure she can go and do what she wants to do as I'm doing what I love to do. Like I love to do this. It's not considered work for me. It's just it's fun. I would do it literally all day if I could, but I also like spending time with the kids and all of that stuff there. So again, guys, if you want to start trading with Margex, you want to trade with this platform, which honestly, I'm not lying to you, is a really, really good platform. I'm not just saying that because they are a partner with the channel. At first, you look at that and you're like, oh, you know what? I like the partnership and everything there. But honestly, every other platform that I use, I always go back to this. I mean, you do have different like price differences in various platforms. So you can't sit here and pay attention to like CoinMarketCap and pay attention to this. You have to pay attention to what you're looking at here. So if you're trying to break things down, pattern wise or whatever, you can end up doing things easier over here by creating whatever type of channel you want to create.
Website Warrior donated $1.99 through Super Chat.
Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it. Website Warrior. But yeah, you can see everything that you wanted to see. Like this is XRP and where it has come from 60 cents up to this level of 61, 62 cents. I would like to invest into it at 100x leverage long term if I wanted to. But yeah, definitely check this site out, whether you're on X, you're on Rumble, or YouTube. Great platform. Dynamically updates with all of my indicators as I go along. So if I want to trade BTC, my indicator, both my indicators show up, and you'll be able to get that, dynamically. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You said you bought XRP. Man, I bought XRP at 32 cents, and I have 15,000. I want to buy more, but you can't play this game with scared money. Glad you see the potential and you're talking about it. Well, thank you. I'm going to continue to invest into it. I originally bought at 39 cents, but for some reason it has me at a cost basis of like 60 plus, which makes no sense at all. But I'm going to consistently invest into it at these levels. And when I come into some money, I'm going to buy more. Like that's just how it goes. For some reason, I thought Daisy was like a huge rat or something. For like it, all I saw was movement. Well, first, actually, you know what? I didn't think that. I saw her like between the computers, and I thought she was just like hair, like it was like the Ring girl, the girl from the Ring that like crawls around with the black hair and crawls out of the well and all this stuff. Like I thought that's what it was, and it like shocked me a little bit, and I was like, "What is that?" So, anyways, I got to get out of here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely check out the Margex link, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.